Well, hey friends, today's reading comes from Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 through 21. I'm going to highlight just a few verses, but what you're going to be reading today is the entirety of what we know today as the Ten Commandments. Basically, Moses goes up on the mountain to meet with God, and God is teaching his people what it means to be human. So here's just a few things that are included in the Ten Commandments. Verse 1 of chapter 20, God spoke all these words: I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above or on the earth below. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. Honor your father and your mother. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. Now, before we get too far, before you start to get caught up in the thou shalt nots and feeling as if God is laying heavy burdens on your back, remember what we said a moment ago. God is teaching his people how to not be slaves anymore. He's teaching them what it looks like to be free. He's teaching them what it looks like to be a people, a community of human beings created in the image of God. For generations, they have been in slavery, and that's where God starts the commands. He says, I'm the Lord your God. You know me by name, and I am the Lord your God that brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of slavery. Every command that God gives is rooted in his identity as a deliverer. It's rooted in his identity as the one who brings us out of slavery and into freedom. So God names reality. He names what human flourishing looks like, and then he invites his people into it. So he says, when you live fully human, you don't make other images. You don't worship other gods because they're not the ones that brought you out of Egypt. You don't covet your friend's stuff. You don't misuse God's name. You know how to work and rest well. You treat others with dignity. You don't take other people's lives. You speak the truth. You honor your mother and father. He's naming reality. He's inviting you into it. So today, we express gratitude for God's guidance and for his law, for his teachings, and inviting us and teaching us about what flourishing in the world that he created looks like. So I'll see you tomorrow. Grace and peace, my friends.